To Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it, as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 25th ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Wolverines will kick this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So Notre Dame's offense in less than ideal position off that poor return. Well, Kirk, you can just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Well, one thing we know is you work year-round for a rivalry game, and now it's right before your eyes. Let's see how these guys play today.
They'll test the right side here. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to extend the play. Has the first, still on the move. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield, but spotted at the 42.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really, over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to come.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. This one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Michigan's offense comes out for their first possession today. And here we go, the other half of this running back matchup we've been looking forward to. Both guys come in rested, fresh, and very motivated.
How great is this, Chris? Usually in this era, it's about the quarterbacks and the receivers and getting the ball out in space. And in this matchup, we got 2 of the best running backs in the country going head-to-head.
One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And they get to completion. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds his man. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Tackled, but first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The offense does a good job of utilizing the play-action pass, sucking those linebackers up against a run to give the quarterback a nice window behind them to be able to make that throw downfield.
And who will score? Touchdown, Wolverines.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. He shreds the tackle. Gets some space and on the 30. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Hand off to the single back. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now they'll run it on the draw. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip. He went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught quickly. The ball carrier running through tackles. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
Gain of 17 on the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
They flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Here's the point after attempt. No problem with the PHC. The lead 14-3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Michigan 14, Notre Dame 3.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the junior. Gets home making a sack there.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
But a quick stop by the defense. He just chews, so it's 3rd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or 2. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He pulls in the catch. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Oh, and he fumbles. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Tackle is made at the 24. 1st down from the offense.
1st down and 10 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point makes the lead 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Notre Dame, 3.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Catch made on the left side. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. That completion makes it 2nd and short. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the sidelines is enough to move the sticks.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Second down, looking to throw it, and they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the extra point is up and good.
Notre Dame, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Defense is coming after him. Got him. He's sacked.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And sack sets up an important 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a 3rd and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional showdown between the Fighting Irish and the Maize and Blue. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the fight between Michigan and Notre Dame plays out.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the market. Third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. The Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. There's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fowler. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And now the handoff. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Looking to throw it deep. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That is a really tough feeling for a receiver to be way downfield like that, ready for a big play, and just unable to connect with your quarterback. I'm sure they're going to go to the sideline, looking to call another shot downfield again here in a little bit.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the Wolverines will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. He shreds the tackle, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. The tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense hurting itself with a penalty. First down and 20. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Breaking free at the 35. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Makes a quick round. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Pressure is coming. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board. He's going to return it from near the goal line.
Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes.
Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. He'll field the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Makes a quick catch. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Catch made on the left side, and he's tackled after the catch.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Pass caught. Second down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Bringing pressure. It's a quick grab. And the defense wraps him up. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They're going to run it here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. This defense just cannot get off the field. A long march moves on. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
I mean, why not, Chris? Keep going to him. This receiver has been giving this defense fits all game long, and that time, it's another huge gain. If they can't stop him, just keep throwing it to him.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. He hands it off from the gun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing in deep.
The timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they jump back in front.
Michigan, 31, Notre Dame, 28.
Well, you love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.